Hello, hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of G is for Growth. And baby, this is Steal My Itinerary for Dubai. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I still can't believe that I'm going to Dubai. You guys, I'm leaving to the airport right now. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. But before this adventure starts, I just want to say to my future self that I hope that you had an amazing time, that you enjoyed, that you did everything and anything. Just live. I'm super anxious, excited to go skydiving. There's just so many things that's going on, but here goes absolutely nothing. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of G is for Growth. And today, you're about to steal my itinerary to Dubai. Oh my gosh, I just came back. I'm tan as hell. I had an amazing time. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like, I can't even express this into words, but I'm gonna try for you because you need this itinerary in your life. Okay, but before we start, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that bell button so you don't miss any videos I post every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Oh my gosh, so before we start this video, I need to give you guys like the pre-tea, the pre-travel tea. So, I booked my flight with my Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I have the link below. If you wanna get it, you need to get it. It's the best travel card out there. So I actually booked, I got 2 for 1. I got a flight to Egypt as well. So I'm going to Egypt for my birthday in October, so say less. But for this one, I don't even know how many points it was. So for this one, I bought my flight with my points from my Chase Sapphire card, and it was free. It's a fucking free trip. And then I bought for my ticket to Egypt, which I'm going in October for my birthday. Chef's kiss. So if you don't have a travel card, get Chase Sapphire, click the link below, get it. Okay, after that, before going on my trip, I made sure that I got a lot of skincare because Dubai, you're in a desert. It's dry, it's hot as hell. I went in May. I don't recommend going anywhere between after May, so June. Like May was already hot as hell, like at the end. And just go in October. So October through the beginning of May, you should be fine. Anything in between that, it's literally 100 degrees. It's hot as hell. So make sure that you bring sunscreen and make sure that you bring skincare so your skin stays plump and lush, especially moisturizer. Another thing that I did before I traveled was called my local bank. I have Wells Fargo as well as Bank of America, but I use Wells Fargo, and you can actually do it online in your account and ask for some money exchange. I exchanged about $200 to dirhams, which is the currency over there. And for the longest time, I thought Dubai was a country. Don't come for me. Okay, now I know better, but that's that. And then, yeah, that's the tea that I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, by the way, also when you land on the airport, make sure you download before you go the app called Careem. I'll put it down below in the description. That's what you use for taxis instead of Uber. And make sure you get the Hala when you're at the airport, because they will bamboozle you into those luxury economy cars for like, and you pay double the price. We ain't get time for double the price. Get yourself a Hala. I'll put a picture of what they look like over here. As soon as you get out of the airport, get your Hala and they'll take you to wherever you need to go. So without further ado, let's start this video because this trip, you need it in your life. Okay, so day 1. I flew out of my hometown airport, which is like 20 minutes away from my house. Chef's kiss, love that. I parked at my friend's house, so that was great. I flew with United. No complaints. United was pretty good. I flew economy. Bombastic, side eye, criminal, offensive. But it was fine. It was fine. I didn't really like the food. The food was like, it was not giving what I needed to give. But hey, it got me to Dubai. That's all that matters. My flight left May 9th at 2 p.m. and I didn't get to Dubai till May 10th at like 9 p.m. So the time difference is about 9 hours. So just make sure you plan for that. I really loved leaving early and then getting there late because by the time that I got there, I was still awake and then I got to sleep. I didn't really get jet lagged like a lot of people say that they do. So I really like that my flight worked out just like that. So I got there pretty late, but hey, I'm in freaking Dubai. Oh my gosh. just going from the airport to my friend's house. She lived in downtown Marina. If you go to Dubai, depending on your vibe, you should totally stay in downtown Marina or in downtown Dubai, because that's where everything is. Like, you want to be next to the Burj Khalifa, the museum, all the clubs, downtown. If you want to be closer to like the beach vibe, then you want to be in Dubai Marina. But I stayed in Dubai Marina with my friend. Thank you, Tamara. Lifesaver. She is amazing. Freaking love her. Thank you so much for hosting me and just showing me around. You guys are freaking amazing. And as well as my friend Aisha that I literally met on this trip. Freaking love her too. And just thank you for your hospitality. Hospitality, girls, because this trip couldn't have been better. And it was because of you guys, for sure, for sure. So the first night, I get there like around 9, say less, party, 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 party. Oh my gosh. I feel like I had to start this video by saying that in America, you know how we have this whole 50-50 with these men? There's no such thing as 50-50 in Dubai. Like, these men are providers, okay? Okay, these men will provide. I didn't pay for literally no meals while I was in Dubai, and I was there for like literally a week. No freaking meals. The only meals that I paid for was when I took myself to brunch and when I took myself to dinner. That's it. Everything else, chef's kiss. Thank you, Habibi. Thank you, Habibi. So like the first night we went to like a couple of lounges. I think we went to like 4 of them. So we got there, we went, I'll put the names down below if you want to go check them out when you go. But we got to, I believe it was Sky Lounge. And the vibe was just like, there was not a lot of people. So we're like, oh, okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. So we were coming down the stairs and the manager was coming up and he's like, oh, why are beautiful women leaving? We're like, oh, you know, the vibe's not vibing. And he's like, say less, come back, drinks on me, food on me, say less, say less, say less. And we're like, okay, say less, for real. So we go up, they bring us sushi, they bring us drinks. Oh my gosh. If you don't drink like me, Dubai is a freaking dream because they have all types of mocktails. And I didn't have to worry about like, does this have alcohol? Does this have alcohol? Like, no, they have a whole menu for mocktails. And I freaking love that. So I was eating, I was drinking, I was living my best life. And then after that, we were leaving and the manager, his name was Mohammed. I feel like I met like 10 Mohammeds while I was there. But he was like, oh, if you guys go to this other club, I know the manager. So free drinks, free food again. So we went to this other club. The food, spectacular. There was pizza, there was salad, it was amazing. But yeah, that was my first night. We hopped to a couple of bars and a couple of lounges, but Dubai was giving me like a mixture of Miami, New York, Chicago, LA, Las Vegas, all together. It was just sparkle and beauty, and everywhere you look, the buildings, oh my gosh. The buildings were just so beautiful. On my drive from the airport, just driving past the Burj Khalifa, and it literally sparkles. It sparkles, and the whole city sparkles at nighttime. And oh my gosh, that was beautiful. But that was my day 1. But you know me, this Still My Itinerary, I like to do the most, okay? When I go on vacation, I don't know when I'm gonna come back to this place because I love traveling and I'm not rich yet. You know, yet, keyword. So I don't know when I'm gonna be back to this country. So when I'm somewhere, I am somewhere and I'm doing everything. So you can take whatever you want from this itinerary, but if you wanna do the most, like mama, follow along. So day 2, oh my gosh. So I wake up super early because I wanna see the sunrise. It's just beautiful. It's just freaking beautiful. So day 2, I take myself to breakfast at this place called Saya. Oh my gosh. Not only was the food amazing, but the vibes, the aesthetics, the place was all pink and it had a whole bunch of flowers and there was giraffes and there was a swing with flowers, very Instagrammable, very beautiful, very glam, very everything, over the top. We're in Dubai. But oh my gosh, the food was so good. So I totally recommend to go there for breakfast. After there, I took myself there, obviously. I got a hala. After that, I went to the Miracle Gardens. That is one of the things that I recommend you go for definite in Dubai. Go to the Miracle Gardens, go see all their statues, and it was just, again, Dubai is over the top. There were horses, there were elephants made out of plants and flowers and arches and crazy, just crazy. It's beautiful. It is hot as hell, so make sure that when you go, bring a hat and wear your sunscreen because it was just hot. It's hot. And of course they have little stands with drinks and stuff, and again, mocktails everywhere. Mango, coconut, pineapple, passion fruit. Passion fruit. Love that. I love that. So after I went to the Miracle Gardens, so if you go to the Miracle Gardens, make sure you go to the Butterfly Garden. Oh my gosh. The Butterfly Garden I didn't even hear about. And I was walking and I overheard it over the microphone. And they're like, oh, the Butterfly Garden. I'm like, look at my chain. Butterflies. I freaking love butterflies. So I was so excited. I think I loved it more than the Miracle Garden, to be honest. And it was air conditioned. So it's like a perfect little refresher after freaking walking that hot ass Miracle Garden. Because it's outside. But the Butterfly Garden is inside. And oh my gosh, so many butterflies. I got to hold one of the blue ones, my freaking favorites, and the monarch butterfly, and I got to put it on my face. I had a freaking butterfly right here and I had to play with it, and it was amazing. I loved it. 10 out of 10. After that, I left and went to the mall. So I had my desert safari. Of course, you're in Dubai, you have to have a desert safari. You have to ride a camel, you have to go sandboarding, you have to do all the things. I had that activity at 2:30 and everything happened so fast and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to kill time. And they were picking me up from the mall. So I'm at the mall and I'm like, what can I do? I know people were talking about Dubai Aquarium at the mall aquarium. So I was like, okay, I'll go check it out. I had good reviews. Bombastic, side eye, criminal, offensive. This was like, I believe it was like $80. Don't waste your money. It was not worth it. Like literally the most beautiful part is the tunnel where you see like the fishes, and yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm like, is this it? Did I just pay $80 for this? And they're like, oh no, you go down here too. So it kind of has the aquarium part, and then it also has like regular animals. So after you go to the tunnel, you go to like up the stairs or some crap, and then you get on this little boat. And this boat just takes you on top of the aquarium, and you get to see the animals because the boat is like a glass boat, and you get to see the fishes underneath you. But literally the place where the boat goes, it's a freaking square. It's like the size, like half of the size of this house, I would say. Probably less. Maybe like a 2-bedroom apartment. And the boat just goes like in a square, and then that's it. The little boat trip was like 10 minutes. And literally you're just looking at the fishes below the boat. Trash. $80 for that crap. Anywho, so then you get out of there, and then you get to go see the animals that they have, and other little fishes and turtles and alligators, penguins. Don't care. It was not worth $80. For me, I would have skipped that from my trip because save your coin. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. So then after that, they came to pick me up from my safari, desert safari. Desert safari, chef kiss. I freaking loved it. They were super nice. They came to pick me up, and I got to go dirtbag riding. Oh my gosh. I'm doing this trip solo for the most part because my friend had to work. So she allowed me to stay at her place, but she's like, hey, like I'm at work, like I won't really be able to join you on these things. And I'm like, girl, say less. Scorpio mood all the way. Like I can do shit by myself all day. You know, I love my company. So I was riding these dirt bikes, and we're like in the desert, and there were like these little dunes. And it just feels so amazing to do these things by yourself and just being in control. Like, I am driving this dirt bike. No one's riding it for me. And it just reminds you of like, it's your life. Freaking ride it how you want it. Okay, I was speeding it up, I was slowing it down, and yes, it was a little scary because you don't know what's next. You know, you're in the sand and then it goes down, but it was kind of like a track. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. And I was like flooring it. You know that SpongeBob episode was Mrs. Pop, and she's like, what's the first rule of boating? He's like, floor it. She's like, nah, babe, floor it. I was flooring it, and it was so much fun. I freaking loved it. And after that, I got to hold, I think it was a falcon. I don't know, but I held it. I feel like in this trip, I held literally all kinds of animals, all of the animals. But that was a lot of fun. And we got to wear one of those like head wraps that they wear to cover themselves from the sand. And oh my gosh. And everyone was just so nice. Then we got to go on our camel ride. One of the couples that I went there, hi, if you guys are following me here on YouTube, but oh my gosh, we were getting on top of the camel, and I'm already on my camel. They were getting in the middle camel, and he freaking kicks my camel in the face. I'm like, no, he freaking didn't. He kicks my camel in the face. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. And then the whole time after it, he's like talking to him like, I'm so sorry, camel. I didn't mean to kick you in the face. But that was hilarious. I mean, no camel were harmed in the making of this. But I was like, did you just fucking kick my camel in the face? Oh my gosh. But I've never done a camel before. That was my first time. Then after that, we got to go sand duning with the truck. We had this huge truck, and they took us to the middle of the desert, and we got to see the sunset. And I got to go sandboarding, which I've had done before when I was in, where was I? Peru. Yes, when I was in Peru, I got to go sandboarding, but they didn't have the ones that you can stand up. So these ones you got to stand up. So it was so cool. I freaking tumbled down and I got sand all over the place, but totally worth it. 10 out of 10. So that's something that I totally recommend. I had to go to an event that night. Party, 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 let's all get wasted. So I originally had made the 7-hour desert safari, and I had to cut it to the 4-hour desert safari. If you don't have something to do after, I would say do the 7-hour. Why not? Because the 7-hour has like the dancers, and you get to like to go to a desert safari like camp. So you stay at the desert like kind of later in the night, and you get to experience like the belly dancers and the camp, and you get henna tattoos and all these things. So why not? Why not? But I had shit to do, so I didn't do that. But the 4-hour was chef's kiss. Again, it's hot as hell. You're in Dubai. 4 hours was perfect timing for me. Now we go to day 3 of my trip, and I get home from the event, day 2, of course, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I go skydiving tomorrow. Totally forgot. The whole time I wasn't even freaking out. I hadn't even remembered I was going skydiving. I already paid for this, so we're doing it. So I wake up early. I believe my time was around 9:45, and they say to have a light lunch. So if you're going skydiving in Dubai, I went over the palm. I'm doing a whole separate video on that, so check it out. It should be in my videos. I'll link it below. Oh my gosh. So they said that you should have a light breakfast. So I had like eggs before going. But when I got there, the place has its own little cafe. So if you're going to go skydiving in Dubai at Skydive Dubai, just know that you don't have to get breakfast beforehand. They have a little cafe there. And usually your time says 9:45, but you won't be jumping till like an hour later. So I had time to like enjoy a smoothie, and I think I got a cookie because why not? But oh my gosh, I was just not even nervous at all. I don't even know who the hell I am. Like, I was not nervous at all, and I'm just so excited to share that experience with you guys on my other videos, so go check that out. I won't like spoil it too much, but it was freaking amazing. I totally recommend to do it once in your life. I feel like skydiving sounds scary, but it's not scary. It's really all in our head. It's really all in our head. And that I definitely learned from the field trip that we took with the Strong Sunflowers podcast in December to Hawaii, and we went swimming with sharks. And all that fear and that anticipation, you build it up yourself, you build it up in your mind. And I feel like it's just a one-time experience in the lifetime. Like, yes, I would go skydiving again. I don't mind it. I'm not a thrill seeker, but just doing it once, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. So after there, I was supposed to go to brunch at Brunch Cakes. It's amazing because I went another day, but it's right next to Skydive Dubai. So if you're planning on having breakfast that is a really cute place to go. So after I fall off out of a plane, or I should say jump off out of a plane, I go home because I'm tired as hell. I am tired as hell. So I go home and take a nap to get ready for the next adventure. Because that same day I took myself to the Museum of the Future. Oh my gosh, this one would be a 10 out of 10, recommend to do in Dubai. The Museum of the Future was educational, it was beautiful, it brought the perfect amount of future, present, past, retreat, mental health, sanity, clarity, spa, all of it, all in one. And they had this really cool room where they talked about just saving the animals and the planet and collecting different type of species and having it in one space so that nothing goes extinct. So that was really cool. You get this little scanner thing and you can go around and scan and see if the species is endangered already right now, if it's gone, or like what can we do to help it, and you get little fun facts about it. So of course I found a sunflower representing the strong sunflowers. But yes, I really loved the Museum of the Future, so I recommend that. And then after, you know, because the party don't stop till I walk in. So after the Museum of the Future, I took my Hala to downtown Dubai, where you go to the Burj Khalifa. A lot of the tickets that I got for these events, I got from getyourguide.com. I really like them more than Viator, so I recommend it. I'll link it below. But oh my gosh, yes, I did get a ticket to go to the Burj Khalifa ahead of time, so you don't have to deal with all that. This is gonna be a little controversial. Like the Burj Khalifa, for me, it's more beautiful to look at it from outside than to look at it from inside and then see the view. So like you get into the Burj, because people live there. So you get to the Burj, they take you to this line, you wait in line. I mean, it wasn't too long, but again, it was like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. You get stuff in the elevator. The elevators move hella fast. You're going to floor 124. So, and you don't even feel it, like the elevator's moving so smooth. But you go up there and then they put you in this place, which is outside, and you get to see the view from the tallest building in the world. It's gonna be a no for me. It's gonna be a pass. If I go to Dubai again, or if I telling you guys in this guide, do I recommend it? Was it worth the money? No, it wasn't. I mean, just to say that, yeah, I've been in the world's tallest building, but I mean, I feel like if you haven't experienced it, you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go. But once you do it, you're like, trash. I don't recommend it. I got a croissant while I was up there, and yeah, the view was nice, but you can get that same nice view from like a sky lounge or any of the other buildings around the Burj. So it's way nicer to look at the Burj and not to be in the Burj. And also, like when you go out to the looking area, to the viewing area, it's like made out of wood. So like it was moving while I was fucking walking, and I was like, babe, we're in the tallest building in the world and I don't feel safe, okay? I don't feel like this is sturdy enough. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that. Yeah, it's gonna be a 0 out of 10 for me. And of course, after each activity and each day, it was just party, party, party. Let's all get wasted. I'll link or put some of the names of the clubs below so you guys can go. You definitely have to go to Club Blue Dubai, Chef's Kiss. It was a vibe, freaking vibe. And again, like I said, pretty girl privilege is a thing in Dubai. So girl, if you're beautiful, VIP, you deserve the world. Shots, shots, shots. We were getting so many shots. I kept giving it to my friend Aisha because I don't drink. And I'm like, girl, but the vibe was immaculate. I felt like a princess. I felt beautiful. Yeah, Dubai, girl, Dubai, fancy. Day 4, I took it a little easier. I got to go to wake up, of course, have breakfast. I believe this was a Saturday. In Dubai, brunch, Saturday brunch, and I guess Sunday brunch as well is really popular. So make sure that you check out any brunch place, because sometimes they have like a party. So before you go, figure out which brunch place you want to go to. But yeah, that day after eating brunch, I went to Green Planet. Oh my gosh, this is a 10 out of 10 thing to go. So it's a rainforest in Dubai. I'm telling you, Dubai has everything. It's a freaking rainforest and it's called Green Planet. And I went, it's beautiful. Like birds were just all over the place. I was walking, there was a freaking sloth. I've been to Costa Rica and I didn't get to see a sloth, but I got to see one at the freaking made up rainforest in the middle of the desert in Dubai. It was so amazing. The animals were running free. Like, you're not supposed to touch them, but sometimes they would like come close to you. There was a lemur. I saw a parrot, a toucan. It was wild. It was wild. And then there were rabbits, there were bears. Like, it was crazy. Everything you wanted to see. Oh, they also have this bat cave, which is like right when you go into it. So you get to see first the sloths, and then when you keep walking to your right, you're gonna get to go to the bat cave. And they have this bat cave, and I guess in Dubai, it's indigenous to Dubai to have these fruit bats. And oh my gosh, they are the cutest little things, and they're like about this small. And this kid came in, it was his birthday, and he got to feed them. So he brought a banana and they went crazy. There were like hundreds of them. And it was such a neat experience. They were just all over you, and you just felt like one with nature. And I love that this trip, because this is my Dubai, still my itinerary to Dubai, but I have more to come, so make sure you subscribe and follow and all the things, because I spend 1 week in Dubai, and then I spend 1 week in the Maldives and 1 week in Lebanon. So I'm bringing all that to the field, so don't worry about it. Just make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. But oh my gosh, I felt like this trip, like I literally swam, ran, flew with all the birds, all the animals, all the things. And I was just not scared at all. I love animals, and I love like meeting them in their own territory. And 10 out of 10. So if you're in Dubai, make sure that you go to the Green Forest. After I went to the Green Planet, I went to a couple of beach clubs. I'll put them down below in the descriptions. Of course, I've heard of Dreft Beach Club. I didn't get to go there, but the one that I got to go to was Five Palm Beach Club, and we got to meet some friends. Hey Mitch, hey Polly, they're from London. So we got to hang out with them the rest of the day. Freaking such nice people, such a good vibe. What more can we ask for? We got to meet amazing people worldwide, got to eat really good food, drink really good mocktails, and just enjoy the beach and enjoy the pool. But like I said, each day after all these activities in the day, party, 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 let's all get wasted. Oh my gosh, so first I post a video because they picked us up and they took us home, and we were riding in a freaking Lamborghini SUV. I have no idea because I don't know cars like that, but I posted a video, and my friend Jennifer, hey Jennifer, by the way, Jennifer came, she's like, bitch, you in Dubai, say fucking less. She booked her ticket. I meet her the next day, I meet her like a week later after I come back from the Maldives and Abu Dhabi. So I feel like I have to do a whole vlog of what the hell happened. I can only have one Gemini friend at a time because Geminis are crazy. Like the Lebanon trip, you need to watch that video because it was lit. Crazy. But yeah, that night they came to pick us up and we went to dinner. Oh my gosh, if you're in Dubai, you have to go to NAMMOS, and that's where like the Dior sign is, and it was just luxury beach vibes. It's very like beachy vibes, very like linen, very crochet. The whole place was beautiful. Dubai is just beautiful. Every restaurant has its own aesthetics. I took myself on a solo date to Clay Dubai. That's a Peruvian restaurant. Chef's kissed. Beautiful. I was wearing my little green dress before we went to Club Blue that night. Say less. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 of all those things. But NAMMOS, oh my gosh. To get there, they pick you up like where first you come in, and then they pick you up in this little car and they drive you to the entrance of the restaurant. And then when you get there, they meet you with mocktails at the door as they greet you for you to wait for your table. And you get like one of those little wet towels to wash your hands. I'm like, I was meant for beautiful things, Lord. I was meant for beautiful things. 10 out of 10. So then we can go to day 5. I actually got to go to the mall to go see the Little Mermaid premiere. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. By the way, the experience at the Dubai Mall, they have, of course, the economy, and then they have like the platinum seats. And baby, we in Dubai, so I'm gonna get the platinum seats. I think it was like $45 to go watch this movie, but girl, I was like, whatever, how many dirhams? Slide the card. And the movie theater had like its own little sections with like the recliner seats, and they were so comfortable. They reclined back, your feet up. You got a little like menu. They brought you food and mocktails and drinks to you while you watched the movie. I ordered a pina colada and some crepes with Nutella, banana, and strawberry, and they brought it to me, and I'm over here listening to the Little Mermaid under the sea, under the sea. It was beautiful. First of all, Haley, however you pronounce her name, Haley Bailey, amazing job playing the Little Mermaid. For the longest time, I believed I was the Little Mermaid, and so many people would tell me, Giselle, you can't be the Little Mermaid because you're black. My dad's name is Ariel. Ariel is my favorite Disney princess movie. And I was crying the whole time. It was made so beautiful, so much passion when the relationship between her and her father, just like him like letting her go at the end and like living her best life. It reminded me of my dad, of me coming from Cuba, and I came from Cuba when I was 6, and for me to be able to come with my mom, my dad had to sign papers saying that I could come, and I'm his only daughter and I'm his oldest daughter. I'm his firstborn, so for him to let me go, but for allowing me to live my best life and follow my dreams and my goals and actually have dreams and goals, because Cuba doesn't have anything to offer. Like, I wouldn't have been in Dubai watching The Little Mermaid if my dad wouldn't have signed those papers. So kind of like Triton letting the Little Mermaid go be human with the love of her life. I felt it. Every inch, every word. Freaking love the movie. 10 out of 10 recommend. If you still haven't watched it, go see The Little Mermaid. Amazing, amazing film. But before I went to go see The Little Mermaid, because I went to like the 5:30 showing, I went to the Old Souk. That's the Old Dubai. That's where you can get perfumes, you get anything basically. They sell everything. You can get your amayas, you can get spices. I got ice cream. I also got this henna tattoo. I freaking love it. I feel like I need to get a tattoo like this. It makes me feel like a badass, like, you know, like Rihanna. But besides that, the Old Souk, for me, is a 0 out of 10. But that's because I just don't like shopping. Shopping is not my thing. When I go on vacation, I don't like souvenirs. I don't get anything for anybody. I don't like souvenirs. I like experiences. I like to spend my money on experiences. Plus, if you're alone like I was, people will harass you like every 2 seconds, like, come to my shop. Oh, you don't have to buy anything. You can just look. I'm like, boy, time is money. I ain't got time to just look at your shop. Like, I don't want to buy anything, so why would I go there? So that was a lot over the top, but I just kept walking. And yeah, it was just not the cup of tea for me.
I don't know.
I mean, sí, él me sigue en Instagram. De que I'm filming my podcast, not my podcast, I'm filming this YouTube video, and guess who calls me all the way from Lebanon? Say hi.
Hi, you guys.
We haven't filmed the Lebanon clip yet, but the Lebanon chronicles continue. Pero,
Oh my God.
sí, yo lo
They
tengo.
really do continue, babe. They really do continue.
Okay, back to filming before we got rudely interrupted. I don't even know what I was talking about, but I totally forgot one thing that we did. We went to go have a dinner in the sky. How can I freaking forget? I don't even remember what day. I don't even remember what day, but make sure that you add it to your schedule. 10 out of 10 recommend. We loved it. It was a vibe. The people there were so nice. The guy was so cute. The guy was so cute. I have him on like Instagram story, and my cousin was like, oh my gosh, papasote, habibi, welcome to Dubai. And I have him on Instagram now. He's cool. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot that I had put that it was my a special event, like my graduation. on there. I just wanted free shit, okay? And my friend Jennifer also put that it was her birthday. It wasn't her fucking birthday. She didn't tell me. So we're up in the sky having dinner, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we wanted to shout out some birthdays. And I was like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden they're like, happy birthday, Jennifer. And I'm like, bitch, when's your birthday? They get her birthday is on the 17th of June, and it's May. And we're like, woo! And then I totally forgot about mine, and then they did mine last, and they're like, and before we continue, a big shout out for our graduate, like Giselle. And I was like, yeah, that's me! Ah, yay! And then the guy, the really cute guy, was like, oh, what are you graduating from? And I was like, doctor. And he was like, oh, cool. I'm a doctor too. And I was like, fuck! So what are the odds? He's a dentist in Dubai, and he does dinner in the sky for fun in the nighttime. What the hell? What the hell? But that was really funny. The food was like, okay, I got the sea bass. I don't recommend the chicken. The chicken is dry as hell. So make sure you get the sea bass or I think it was like a lamb shank. But I liked it. It was really good. I had a caprese salad as my appetizer. And then for dessert, it was like a chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. So that was good. The vibe was great. They were putting really good music. Like, we got to see the sunset. I made sure that I got the 6:30 reservations for dinner in the sky. And this is May, because you know me, while I was planning this trip, I had to look at the time the sunset was gonna happen. So when we were up there, we got to have pictures with like the sun fully out. And then by the time we were done with dinner, it was like the sun had set. So we got beautiful pictures. Chef's kiss. And another thing that I wanted to say was, if you go to the Dubai Mall, it literally has everything. It has ice skating, it has bumper cars, it has the movie theater, it has the fountain. So they have a fountain show, kind of like in Las Vegas. So make sure you go to that, go see the fountain show. Is right next to the Burj, because it's in downtown Dubai. So you get to see the Burj Khalifa, and you also get to see the fountain show. So 10 out of 10 recommend that. So last day before I left Dubai, I went to Abu Dhabi to go to the mosque. It was beautiful. Make sure, if you want one of those beautiful amayas, go get them at the souk or get them somewhere in town for hella cheap. You can get them for like 150 dirhams, because I paid $100. I don't recommend it, but I was already there and I wanted some cute pictures. Like, I'm not gonna be at the mosque and not look cute at the mosque. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? So I bought one and I felt extra and I loved it. Mine was green, and I even got like a little headpiece. What else? But recommendation for the mosque, of course, it's hot as hell, okay? Make sure you bring glasses. The mosque is made out of marble, and marble is blinding. I couldn't see anything. It was beautiful, but like eyes were hurting. It was so bright. So definitely bring some shades. And of course your hair needs to be covered. So mine had like a little hat. It doesn't matter if your hair can be seen in the back. They just don't want it to see you like in the front. And then you have to wear long sleeves, and then long sleeves for your pants. Make sure your ankles are not showing. And if you just want to wear that, that's fine. And you can just wear like a head scarf. But you want the whole shebang. I recommend it because the pictures are chef's kiss. Yeah, do the whole shebang, buy the abaya, and look fabulous. But these are my pictures. I had such a good time. This trip has been freaking amazing. Words could not even do it justice. Pictures could not do it justice. The people that I met, the food that I experienced, the things that I got to see, the company. Dubai will forever have a special part in my heart. It was a beautiful experience. I 10 out of 10 recommend for anybody. I'm gonna put some of the things below so you can see like the prices for the activities. But all in all, I felt like the most money I spent was maybe in Halas and the taxis. But besides that, and that's because I went by myself. So a lot of these activities I went alone. But if you're sharing the cost with people, like, I feel like Dubai is not that expensive, to be honest. So yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. If you ever thought of flying or going to Dubai, going to the Middle East, 10 out of 10 recommend. 10 out of 10 recommend. do it. The Middle East is amazing, filled with culture and just amazing people that can teach you so much. If you like this video, if you like this Steal My Itinerary, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and go check out the next Steal My Itinerary, because guess what? After I left the mosque in Abu Dhabi, I took my ass to the Maldives. So let go. Because I have so many things to debunk about the Maldives. They lied to us when they said it's too expensive. It's not. They just don't want us to go, okay? And it was freaking amazing, and I can't wait to tell you all about it with my Steal Itinerary to the Maldives, but that'll be my next YouTube video. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below if you've been to Dubai and where have you been and what you would add to this itinerary. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Ciao.